Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with a bunch of trades. I'll have to add them up to see exactly how many I got. Today's date is December the 14th and I'm using my new Trigger Zones trading system. Now let's see how many trades I did take. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 down to there. Now I did have some losers in here, but I closed them all out with one click of the mouse, and they just happened to be negative when I closed all my trades. Like I said, one click of the mouse. Okay, that's 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 trades. For a grand total, as you can see down here at the bottom, over 63,000. And due to the fact that I did the DAX, this is well over 600 pips today. So even with losers, 1, 2, 3, 4 losers, 2 break-evens, you know, I had a fantastic day of trading. Now I took all the trades before 7 a.m. New York time, closed them all out at 8:35 with one click of the mouse. And if you happen to be watching this video, and if you want this close all script right here, all you got to do is pull it up and press OK. Make sure the smiley face is on. Auto trading, it's the same thing. Turn it on, click OK, and it closes everything in the trade terminal down. All winners, all losers, all pending orders. Imagine if I had to do one by one by one. This is like a super shortcut. And as I said, if you want this close all you got to do, send me an email. Leave your full name I'll have your email address. At that point I can put you on my email list and I will send you this close all script for free. So now you know how to get this close all script. Now my Trigger Zone system, I've been nicknaming it the Holy Grail trading system, mainly because of this Trigger Zones indicator, TZ for short. It really pinpoints the buy and sell signals. Quite easy to do. You're selling when it's near the top going down, and you're buying as it's going up, and then you're selling as it's going down. For you traders who like to scalp, you can drop it down to the 5 minutes. I do prefer 15. But on the 5 minutes, this works fantastic. For scalping, you're going to get a lot of trades every day. Now I truly know that there's no such thing as a holy grail and a magic indicator. But what would you call a system or an indicator that was giving you and producing 200 or more pips a day? Now this TZ indicator, it helps to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. You can easily trade all 3 trading sessions 24 hours a day. Now this is what I call the flow of the market. The market just doesn't go up or straight down, and you got to catch those cycles. There's a lot of trades to go through here. Keep in mind, I did have some losers, which is not a big deal. Now around 6 a.m. in the morning, I'm putting together my daily trade plan. I put a line in here. Once I drill down the lights from the monthly all the way down to the 30 minutes, once I analyze the trend, whether it's up or down, in this situation, it's down on this pound Swiss. So I put an arrow in here to remind me that I'm selling. And pretty much every one of the trades I took from my daily trade plan, here it is, December the 14th, there's 21 instruments. I traded 18 of them. And I'm pretty sure if I would have waited a little bit longer, all the losers would have turned into winners. This is what you have to do every day before you start trading. You have to have a trade plan. And if you don't know how to make one of these, well, get in contact with me and I'll set you up with this daily trade plan. Keep in mind I do charge $100 a month for it. And imagine if you would have done just one of these trades at one mini lot. Some of these trades will pay itself over and over many times. Now, anyhow, if you're interested in this daily trade plan, just get in touch with me. So remember, 18 of these trades I did today came directly from my daily trade plan. Okay, so I'm gonna have to speed it up now. It's gonna be at least 20 minutes long, this video, so let's move along. Sold it. Let's see where I got in on this pound Swiss. Remember what I said, if I would have waited just a little bit longer, I would have had a winner. But when you close it out all in one shot, well, you got to take the winners and the losers, you know, whatever it is. So I'd be up, I would have made 7 pips, but I closed it out. I lost, it looks like 10 pips here. Not a big deal. So negative 10 pips on the pound Swiss paid $1,196. Remember, that is minus 10 pips. Moving right along to US 30-year bonds. There's the arrow, higher time frame said to sell. Most of these trades also did qualify for a great way to trade. Now, if I was quick enough, I could have closed it out over here. Well, when you're doing 18 pairs, it's hard to follow all of them right, you know. Sometimes you just don't catch it. 1 point, I was up 16 pips. This is a negative 15. Negative 15 should be 16. That's right. Remember, 30-year bonds pays $5 a pip. So negative 16 pips. And that was a negative, remember, minus $800. That's minus 16 pips. And of course, if I was in the trade rate now, I would be up 12 pips. Maybe the next time I will not be so quick at closing out all the trades in one shot. But I was a little bit lazy and I was very happy with the total, so I didn't care if it was positive or negative. So moving right along, Euro New Zealand. Here we go. This one I bought. Let's see where I got in at. And if I was in the trade right now, guess what? It would be a winner taken directly from my daily trade plan. Let's see what this turned out. Looks like I ended up losing 5 pips. So that's negative 5 pips on the Euro New Zealand, paid minus $337. Moving on to the pound yen. This one I bought it. Very small loser, as you can see. Now if I would have closed it out up here, guess what? Would have been a winner, 11 pips. And I'm sure if I hang around long enough, it might go back up again, but the trade is closed. Negative 2 pips I lost. Boy, a lot of pips I lost. I love days like that where you're not losing too much. Minus 2 pips on the pound yen was negative $176. Moving on to the next trade, Euro Aussie, here we go. This one I bought it. There's the arrow, remember? Higher time frames and the daily trade plan. If I was in the trade right now, I would be making. It looks like the next two trades here, I had break even, so don't have to measure it because it's going to be 0. 0, 0. So that's what it paid. $0. Moving right along to the Eurocad. Another one. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Again, higher time frame, said to buy. Well, don't have to measure. It's going to be 0 again. As you can see, open and close. Was flat. It was flat. 0 pips produced $0. Okay, moving on to the pound dollar. Let's see what's happening here. Pound dollar. Now we're getting into where I'm making pips and money. Pound dollar. There's the arrow. Higher time frames. Daily trade plan. Everything said to buy. Glad I closed out the trade because I would be losing right now. How many times have you bought or taken a trade you're making and you're not paying attention? Then you're losing. Trading is very difficult. That's why you have to have trade management and money management in order. Pound dollar, because it has the USD in it, pays $10 a pip. That is 7 pips times $10 times the lots. That ended up paying out $700. Moving right along to the next trade, pound Aussie. This one I bought it. Qualified for a great way to trade. Daily trade plan. You probably wish now you've had the daily trade plan because look at all the pips you would have made today. Remember, I know for the fact that many times it can go against me. And remember, a 10 or 20 pip stop will not hold. It's around 30 pips, and I close it out just being happy, hitting this resistance over here. Happy with 20 pips, and 20 pips on the pound Aussie trade paid $1,423. Moving on to the next trade, pound CAD. Another one qualified for a great way to trade. The higher time frame said to buy. So exactly what my daily trade plan said. Buy, I bought. Closed it out right here at this cursor with looks like about 18 pips. And 18 pips on the pound CAD paid $1,482. Moving on to the next trade. Let's see. Pound New Zealand. Another one I bought. Qualified for a great way to trade. Daily trade plan said to buy. Decided to do this one more cycle. Wasn't too worried about it. 24 pips negative. And then, of course, it continued with the trend. Remember, the trend is your friend till the end. Now in the pound New Zealand trade, I ended up getting 25 pips, and this 25 pips paid out $1,688. Moving on to the instruments that actually pay out the most amount of money. Okay, and all the rest, let's see, all the rest I sold. So let's get into these trades. The Dow Jones. Keep in mind, Dow Jones only pays $5 a pip. But nothing wrong with that, as you're about to see. Daily trade plan, higher time frames, everything was screaming to sell, said to sell. Did go against me. That's just the way trading goes. Went against me 50 approximately. Remember, 10 pips or 20 pips, especially on these futures, gold, oil, these indices will not hold. You need so look at that. Went against me 50 and I locked in 50. Not too bad. 50 pips times $5 a pip times the lot sizes paid out $2,550. And of course, I would be doing much better if I stayed in the trade longer. But anyhow, not a big deal. I'm happy with 200 or more pips. Well, let's just say I'm okay with 100. 200 makes me more happy. So moving on to the next trade. Russell. Let's see now. Russell. Sold this one. Drag and drop this up. Daily trade plan said to sell. Got in. Could have made a lot more. Look at that. Wow. $10 a pip. A lot. But I was okay with 30 pips. And $10 a pip times 10 lots. Those 30 pips paid $3,000. And if I was still in the trade right now, this would be over $10,000. Not a big deal though. How much money do you really, have to make? But anyhow, the sky is the limit once you master trading. And once you master that, you're going to be a very happy trader. S&P 500. Here we go. Daily trade plan, higher time frames, said to sell, qualified for a great way to trade. Went against me, but I wasn't too worried about it. Went against me, let's see, 72. Not a big deal. If I was in the trade right now, I'd be up 218. But I ended up getting 126. S&P 500, just to let you know, pays $5 a pip. So 5 times 12 is 60. That would be about right. So 126 pips times $5 ended up paying, times the lot sizes, of course, $6,250. Like to point out, and I'm only learning this as I am relatively new at doing the daily trade plan for a couple of months, but I noticed that after the weekend that Monday is always a little bit more of a tricky day for trading, but a lot better results Tuesday to Friday. These are the kind of results, a lot of them, like the daily trade plan is more accurate, is what I'm trying to say. It's a little bit more difficult for me to do like Monday morning because of the weekend. Anyhow, not a big deal. You can certainly, if you had a burning desire just to trade 4 days a week. I remember traders, my mentors used to say, don't trade Monday, too slow. Don't trade Friday. All the big boys are golfing and whatnot. Well, okay, I might agree with Monday's a little bit trickier, a little bit slower, but Friday, Monday to Friday are great days for trading as far as I'm concerned. And remember, I'm just a day trader, in and out, couple of hours, done trading for the day. Let's see. Oh, just to let you know, I decided on this gold trade right here. Pulled the trigger. I drilled down the lights at, because I wanted to show that you can trade even Asian, but I'm not a big fan of trading. You can trade. But anyhow, I started in Asian, kept an eye on it, managed it, but look at that. It only took off in the New York session. Okay, gold. Let's see where I got in at. So I got in here, then I just had to hang around, manage the trade, and look at, can you imagine if I was in the trade? Let's see, gold. Down at the bottom here is 185. If I was in the trade right now, it's 166. Remember, it pays $10 a pip. But I was happy at this point. What can I say? I was happy with 65 pips times $10. Close enough. Ended up paying $6,490. Imagine if I would have stayed in the trade for another 100 pips more. Would have been a lot more money down here. Moving right along to crude oil. This one I sold it. There's the arrow taken directly from my daily trade plan. Did go against me. Again, I'm not too worried about it because I have the trend in my favor. Could have made a lot more. 136, but I was happy with 68. That would be bang right on at $10 a pip. And 68 pips paid out $6,800. Moving right along to silver. Be careful with silver. It pays $50 a pip. But anyhow, I had trend in my favor. There's the arrow. Qualified for a great way to trade. What more could you ask for? Went sideways for a little bit. And guess what happened? I was 95% sure I had a winner. Could have made a lot more. 47. Remember, it's times $50 a pip. 18. So if you do the math, 5 times 18, 90, 96, 5 times 18. I just did the calculations with a calculator. Turned out to be 19, just to let you know. There it is right there, 19 times the number of lots. That paid out $9,500. Moving on to the NASDAQ, which pays $20 a pip. There's the arrow. Higher time frames. Did go a little bit against me, not too much. I'm not too worried about it. I knew that I had the trend in my favor. Closed it out just being happy with, well, let's see, 55. That would be close enough. You ignore the last two digits. 55. So 55 times 2 times 10 lots. Those 55 pips paid $11,220. Finally, the last trade, DAX 30. This one pays $37.50. $37.50 a pip. Here we go. Let's see. There's the arrow. Daily trade plan. Every higher time frames. Everything said to sell. Sold it at this point. Could have made a lot more, just to let you know. But anyhow, I was happy with 385 pips. Gonna have to get a calculator out to get that rate on. I just used a calculator and did it the reverse way. 14 and change divided by 37.50. That worked out to be 385 pips. And 385 pips paid out $14,437. So another fantastic day of trading using my trigger zone system along with my daily trade plan. Highly recommend you get both of them. So I just did the calculations with all the pips and ticks. Keep in mind that these instruments here pays out the most, as you can clearly see. I ended up with a grand total of 835. Well over 600 pips. So that's 835 pips and ticks, and those 835 pips paid $63,032. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis, like my trigger zone system, I suggest you get your hands on it. And to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. My trigger zone system, I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you remember before, just follow the gold line. Simple. And when you get the signal, sell. If you want to get some of that gold, just follow the gold line. Truly is a magical indicator. Now, I teach how to trade the flow of the market. As I said, this is what you have to learn. My system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now included are 6 MT4 templates, 9 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. And don't forget this $1 million trade plan. This is a super bonus. Anyhow, this is just a continuation of your education. It's just all bonus material. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways. My number one way is a great way to trade. Mostly all trades today did qualify for a great way to trade. And because there's so many ways to trade, so I had to do 50 training videos so I could teach you everything. Too much to read here. We're definitely way over time. Just put this video on pause. Read everything here. If you have any questions, simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. Now, if you live too far, all you got to do is send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link, and we'll have Skype connection where I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks. And please keep in mind that I do that, all of that, with no obligation to you. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So it's definitely time to wrap up this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next day of trading and video, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.